we hear, I am Andre, and this is my play along with the Schmoedown Star Wars division. Playing along with Laura Kelly v. Andrew Dimlanta from last year. This is all in preparation so I can play along with the Star Wars matches on Twitch, where tomorrow we're going to see Andrew Dimlanta go up against Joseph Scrimshaw, and we're going to see Molly Damon against Adam Witt. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just playing along, testing my skills to show that I belong in the Star Wars Schmoedown. And let's do it. I got my score sheets on here where I'm going to be inputting numbers when I get things right. So there isn't any cheating going on. I got my whiteboard, and let's do it. Let's get ready. Hopefully, I'm aiming for 90%. I have not been getting 90% on old matches, but for some reason I'm getting them in new matches. So we'll see how this one goes. And these two, if I can compete with these two, it really shows that I belong in the division. And yeah, I mean, I'm already identifying a handful of different things to look at and on my next round of putting things together, putting study material together, which I might not do in time for this tournament. Who knows? Time for the rest of the tournament. Maybe I should, but we'll see. Anyway, let's just play along and see how well I do. So far, I can show you that. Well, I'll show you that later. So far, I'm at 88% basically on all old matches. 92% on tournament matches so far, but yeah, let's play along. I'm aiming for that 90% mark. We'll see.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right.
Schmoedown. Let's do this.
Question 1 comes from A New Hope. In
I've heard of it.
A New Hope, while hiding on the Death Star, where does C-3PO tell the Stormtrooper he'd like to take R2 so they might get away from them?
R2, I believe you're referring to R2-D2.
Your favorite character in all of Star Wars?
Saves everybody asses multiple times.
I don't know if you need to say that word.
Nobody
5,
makes it through those movies
4,
alive without that little droid.
3, 2, 1. We start with Andrew.
Maintenance.
Yes.
Maintenance.
Maintenance.
High game. Okay.
All right. Our next question comes from Attack of the Clones, episode Dos. And your question, in the film Star Wars Attack of the Clones, we learned that Padme served how many terms as Queen of Naboo?
Oh, shoot.
Should have served longer, I'll tell you that.
Well, now, what's the voting system in outer space? Is it...
Depends on
I mean,
the
she's a
planet.
No,
queen.
I'm not sure about this.
So
What are they
technically,
saying?
you're not like stumping
4,
for votes and kissing babies every
3,
week.
I think
Microphones.
2, 1, and start with Laura.
2.
Yes. Andrew?
2.
Woo, I said 2. I was not sure about that
Here
one.
we go.
2 brilliant terms.
All right, question 3. That's Return of the Jedi. In Return of the Jedi, who does Jabba call a weak-minded fool?
All right, I'm going to say something that's a little controversial here. What if we took the Padme makeup budget and we put that towards maybe healthcare?
I don't think that's controversial.
You know,
I think that's
she gets
possible.
really done up
5,
for public appearances, and
4,
I don't think it's all that necessary.
3.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they're writing there's
1,
another
start with
book
Andrew.
coming out
Bib Fortuna.
Yes,
about
Laura?
Padme. I did
Bib
write Bib
Fortuna?
Fortuna.
3, the number 1 contender match.
That's the one that I would have gotten correct.
D.K. Johnson
we
wrote the
move
one about-
on to, I don't know why I get to ask the prequel questions. The
After
Phantom
her
Menace
term
is
as
your
queen.
next topic. And
She was
in
alright.
that film,
It wasn't bad.
on what other
But
planet
then
did
another one
Qui-Gon
for-
say he
when
had
she's
witnessed
queen.
pod races? I think there's probably a lot of those. It's outer space NASCAR,
Right.
and so sometimes you want to go to Rockingham, sometimes you want to.
Honestly, I'm probably not gonna read it. I'm on the second Thrawn book right now, and
playing
just
along.
waiting.
So,
See if I get
she's
through that
shocked
before
at
the
this
High
question.
Republic stuff comes out. I
Pens
don't know.
down, please, and we start with Laura.
Malastair.
Yes. And
Malastair.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
These are tough questions. I think I'm more impressed that Laura and Andrew have gotten them right thus far. We have 2 perfect rounds going.
So far. The Force Awakens is your next category. In The Force Awakens, who gave Finn Luke's old lightsaber?
Obviously, Finn, referring to Finn Wolfhard, star of Stranger Things.
How long before he shows up?
Made a
in Star Wars?
cameo in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that's not true. He was the lightsaber. 5, 4, 3.
I mean, I could see him in a Star Wars movie
1.
sometime
Andrew.
soon.
Maz Kanata.
Yes, Laura.
Maz Kanata.
Kanata.
5-5. What a match.
Big
What a
fan of
match.
Maz Kanata. I am a big Maz Kanata fan. More screen time for Maz Kanata. Your next question comes from Revenge of the Sith. And in the film Revenge of the Sith, who pilots the ship that delivers Obi-Wan Kenobi to Mustafar?
Love this question.
That's a good query.
I love this question.
And that Mustafar, careful where you step, it gets hot. Oh, boy.
Whoa. You were doing good up until then.
You've
5,
done that
4, 3,
I was?
2. Yeah.
think it's a J-type
1.
Starsky.
Hands down, and Laura.
C-3PO?
Yes, Andrew.
3PO.
Wow. Look
3PO.
at this. 6. This is crazy.
I wrote
Even the
Padme.
gang in the booth reacting.
Yeah. All right. Empire Strikes Back is the next category.
The second greatest Star Wars film of all time.
I don't know about that
In
one.
The Empire Strikes Back, R2 relays to C-3PO that the odds of surviving the night on Hoth outside the base is what? No chance to get this.
Getting hot.
Yeah.
I remember the asteroid field one.
You,
It was like 2,000 something or other to.
I don't know.
But the hot. I didn't even know that he gave
C-3PO
me a hot.
I
pilot
don't do numbers.
ship.
4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew?
725 to 1.
725 to 1.
on there. You didn't have to 1. Laura?
725 to 1.
That's correct. So Laura gets the extra point there, and you didn't write it down. It's a mistake. It's a,
I do numbers.
Yeah.
You have to write it down.
Did it correctly there. So Laura takes the lead here. And the next question.
Is from Rogue One, is the category. In the film Rogue One, a Star Wars story, young Jyn Erso had what kind of doll as a toy? Who was your favorite toy as a kid? I was a big
Animal.
He-Man guy.
Yeah, animal from the Muppets.
Really?
Yeah, like I had like the full puppet 5.
Yeah,
Was that
supported
you
the
stick
studio
your hand
audience.
up.
Okay, focus on the
I
camera.
don't know what he's doing over there.
Yeah.
This guy's telling jokes all day long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. And Laura.
She had several, but I put Stormtrooper.
That's correct.
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper is correct. Okay, so Laura Kelly is still perfect here. Questions in round number 1.
All right, your next question is asked by Christian.
Christian.
That's true.
Shit.
The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi. Poe was demoted to what rank in The Last Jedi? Both very impressive so far here.
You see that Addams Family movie?
Not yet. I
Got
haven't seen
Poe Dameron does the voice of it.
Oh.
Gomez at it. I'm a big
4,
Addams Family guy.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with Andrew.
Captain.
Yes. and
Captain.
Captain.
Captain is correct. Laura
Captain.
Kelly has not missed. 9-8. Now, if Laura Kelly hits this next one, she will have a perfect round. So here is the question 1.
The question comes from Solo, a Star Wars story, brought to you by Denny's. And your question. In Solo, a Star Wars story, what did Han try and bribe the gate officer with? And this is where I just wash my hands and go watch sports.
Gonna be
I did enjoy the movie thoroughly. I think it's
5,
very rewatchable.
4, 3,
I agree with him.
2, 1.
Actually quite enjoyed
Laura
that
for the
movie.
perfect round
A vial of refined hyperfuel.
is incorrect. And we have
Coaxium.
Coaxium.
Coaxium is correct.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Is that a
You need
challenge?
the name.
That you-
I would challenge,
Okay,
yeah.
you
It's
gonna
another name
challenge?
for the same thing.
Okay, challenge is on the table here.
That's what you write when you forget coaxium. But
We are back for the challenge. Kelly challenged whether coaxium and her answer were the same thing. We did some research on Wikipedia, and it ends up that, yes, we can accept that as an answer along
Yeah,
with
I mean, that's
coaxium.
fine.
So, Laura
It works.
Kelly.
So I'm
has
gonna go ahead and
officially
answer her
perfect
question anyway. You know,
round
I didn't
number
get
1.
all the questions right because I wrote
Andrew
Padme.
also gets the point because he had
pilot.
coaxium, and it is
That
now
J-type
Laura
star
who
skiff?
has the bonus question that will be asked
Okay.
to Jester.
But I
so
only
Laura, you don't
care
have to
about
write
the
down the answer to
percentage
this. You
here,
can
so
just
I'm
answer
gonna
it
go ahead
whenever
and,
you're ready within that 15-second
continue that.
window. Christian George, shoot.
All right, here you go, Laura. This is just for you. After being tortured, who noted? They never even asked me any questions.
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Correct for one more point.
All right.
Laura Kelly going up by 2 here now. It is 11-9. Now, Laura, just to let you know, because your challenge you did win that challenge, you have another challenge should you need one in the rest of the match.
Andrew also retains his challenge, as well as 3 usages of the JTE rule for each competitor. As we move on to round number 2, this is the wheel round. The Wheel of Fate, Doom, and Justice. Or Destiny in this case.
Right.
You will see on the wheel
This is where
12
I fast
categories
forward
out
a little
of
bit.
They're currently spin the wheel first.
Wheel and not the pegs. I like that.
It's a good
Cut out an
spin.
end.
I'm still familiarizing myself with these competitors and what they hope to spin. But Christian, I don't really see a weakness as far as the classic trilogy, the prequels, or the new. What do we call the new ones?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
Disney.
The new trilogy.
He has spun.
What is that?
That is going to be Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So what is he going to stick with? Because Andrew also knew all those questions. If I was trying, he thought too fast, and he didn't write
Force
down the ones.
Awakens.
He's going to spin
He's
again.
gonna
All right.
spin again.
Spinning away from.
And we are going to go with whatever the ticker is pointing to.
So yes, whatever this lands on, Andrew will have to take this, and Laura's going to hope to try to steal a couple here.
That's
But
right.
She does enjoy a
It's
2-point lead.
Round and round it goes.
All right, here we go, Mark. We're getting around 2.
And this could be Solo, a Star Wars story.
Solo.
Solo. All right, Solo.
All right, Solo, a Star Wars story it is.
That
All right, here
goes.
we go. So we start with Andrew Dimlanta, who is going to have the category of Solo.
A Star Wars story.
Correct. All right.
I like the movie.
I would love to, Christian. I'd love nothing more than to ask Andrew his 5 questions for 2 points each, Andrew. Remember, you do have multiple choice in your back pocket should you need it. Your first question of 5. What is the name of the Grindolid that brought Han and Kira before Lady Proxima and later chased them in
Moloch.
his land speeder?
Moloch.
2 points for Andrew. Yep. Meanwhile, I was not even sure what I was asking. Your next question, Andrew. Paul Bettany plays a high-ranking crime boss of what crime
Crimson Dawn.
syndicate?
Crimson Dawn.
It's also a great film starring Patrick Swayze. 2 more points.
This? Never heard of it.
And Andrew, back on the leading side. He's now got a 13-11 lead. Your next question in the world of Solo, Star Wars story. Using the same armor Lando later wears in Return of the Jedi, Tobias Beckett goes undercover
Tool. Tuul.
on Kessel using what name?
Tool.
It is Tool. 2 more points. And Andrew is perfect thus far. Andrew, you have 2 questions left in the world of Solo. Your penultimate question. This style of combat, first made famous in a
Terrace Kasi.
1997 Star Wars video game, was used by Kira on Kessel.
Terrace Kasi.
We're making up our own martial arts now? Look at this. 2 more points. Andrew's got it. And 1 question remains in the world of Solo, a Star Wars story. For 2 more points, what is the name of the Wookiee slave that Chewie freed on Kessel and then in turn helped
Sagwa.
Chewie, Han, and the gang to escape?
It's Korean for apple. Sagwa.
Wow.
Impressive.
I knew the Korean for apple part.
Really impressive. All right, is that
I
5?
enjoy myself a Sagwa. I try to have 1 Sagwa
I'm
day
basically
to keep
matching
it
Andrew Dimlanta
All right,
question
Andrew
for question.
Dimlanta hits all his questions. That's all
Which
fine. Right?
That was
pretty
very
happy about
impressive.
so
All
far.
right, so now Laura Kelly will spin. Please, Laura, spin from the wheel, not the pegs, which she's now
Granted,
trying to
he
get
all he got wrong was 725
right,
to
per
1.
lead.
That's right.
It's a
I
good
got
spin by
an
Laura.
we
actual
go.
thing wrong. So there's that. All right, to 1.
Round and round it goes. What movie would you hope to see on the wheel? Empire? Yeah. I think I could ace a Jedi, perhaps.
And we are looking at Star Wars.
Hey, that's the New
Star
Hope one.
That is New Hope.
Would you like to keep a New Hope, or do you want to spin again? She's going to stay. So she's going to stay with episode, is this 11, I believe, A New Hope was?
No, it's 4.
Ah,
All right, so here we go.
Right.
We have a New Hope. 4 questions.
5 questions, actually.
5 questions. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay, Laura, here's your first.
Be fair here.
All right. let's
First
see.
question. What number was Princess Leia's detention cell number
2187.
on the Death Star?
Cell 2187.
That is correct.
Sounds like a good pin number.
Same as Finn.
All right.
FN2187.
All right, question 2. Remember, you do have the multiple choice option should you need it.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they need it. Who sits next to Luke at the briefing prior to the first Death Star battle?
Wedge Antilles, or fake Wedge. There's some controversy here, because but it's Wedge Antilles is the answer they're looking for.
Cole Tackbright, aka Fake Wedge.
That's correct.
That is correct. That is correct. Okay. All right. That's correct. Okay.
Are we including like actual canon or the movies themselves?
The movies themselves.
Can I challenge that?
Sure. What's
Because in the movie wise, it's Wedge Antilles.
Okay.
In the new canon, it's fake Wedge. So depends on whether you want it to be the
On
movie
Wiki,
trivia.
if you're
Schmoedown.
using Wikipedia for your challenges, it's gonna say fake
Well,
Wedge.
we used a
full
number of
time.
different sources, so we'll take a look and see what the fairest ruling possible
All right.
is.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count my Wedge answer, because I'm pretty sure that's right. Because I looked this up when I was doing my study guide, and because I knew
All
this
right,
was
we
a
are back,
controversy of one of
and
the questions.
because
And I
Andrew brings
thought
up
it
a
said
great
Wedge.
challenge where it was, made into new canon. Was it fake Wedge? Was it actual Wedge? So the fairest way to rule this question, in our opinion, is to accept Laura's answer or Andrew's answer. Either one would have been acceptable for that question, and
Yeah,
therefore,
so,
Laura
so I count
Laura
that.
Kelly gets the 2 points.
Okay. Laura, so your next question is question number 3.
I'm going to uphold that challenge, though. I think that Andrew should retain a challenge.
He does, absolutely. Yes. Okay. What band is playing in the cantina while Han Solo
Figrin Din and the Modal Nodes.
makes a deal with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker?
Figuring Dawn and the modal nodes.
Wow. Yes, that is correct.
I did not know they had a front man.
No, I didn't either. All right, here we go. This is question number 4.
Bigger and Don, the second front man after Bon Scott
Bigger and
tragically
Don?
passed away.
Question number 4. All right.
I'll go back
What
and check
kind
that.
of creature attacked Luke in the trash compactor of the
Dianoga.
Death Star?
A Dianoga.
This is unbelievable. Yes, that is true. And finally, Laura, to take the lead back here, your 5th question. In A New Hope, who is the only main character to be mentioned by name in the
Princess
opening
Leia.
crawl text?
Princess Leia.
You didn't even need 20 seconds. You got it. Absolutely. 21.
Very impressive
That
stuff.
is a very impressive second round by both. Both used their challenges very well.
Yeah.
Both know their stuff. And I'll tell you, Alex Damon right now might have a little bit of sweat on his brow for either one of these competitors.
Oh my goodness, this is really a great test of Star Wars movie trivia Schmoedown know-how as we veer into round number 3. You're not actually going into a round 3. Yes, we are. In round number 3, each competitor is going to hear 3 questions. These questions will increase in point value with each subsequent query, and we need some help from our competitors. What we need from each one of you is
Okay.
a series of numbers. We
Fast
need
forward time.
3 numbers from each correspondent. It's penalty 1,
5 and 8 and 19 for Andrew. We will start with Andrew, who
All right, let's do
chose
this.
number 7. Andrew, you chose Revenge of the Sith for 7. According to Obi-Wan, only blank
A Sith.
deals in absolutes.
A Sith.
Correct.
2
Okay,
points,
ties
and
up
we
the
are
game.
tied.
So now Laura Kelly, number 3.
All right, Laura, you chose Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Have you seen the film?
Maybe once or twice.
All right, then you should have. I still have trouble with this. For 2 points, and to retain 2-point lead over Andrew, on how many systems does Cornelius
12.
Evison claim to have a death sentence?
12.
I would have gotten that. Now that I read the whole thing, I would have gotten
On 12 systems. All right, so we go back to Andrew here. Andrew, now you chose number 11, Andrew. Number 11.
Doing pretty well so
Vehicles,
far.
weapons, and technology. All right, here you go. In The Last Jedi, what did Leia give to Rey so that she could find her way back to the Resistance?
Cloaked binary beacon.
A cloaked binary beacon.
That is correct for 3 points. All right, back to Laura
Needed to
Kelly.
make sure.
Now,
I always get
Andrew
that
does
one
have a
confused a
1-point
little bit, but I
lead,
got
and
it.
Laura will be asked her 3-point question. Laura, you selected number 15 for your 3-point question?
5.
That's what I said. 5 is what you selected, and it corresponds to the universally acclaimed greatest Star Wars film in history, Return of the Jedi. And your question. For 3 points in the lead, what type of ground vehicle was shown pulling up to the Endor landing platform in Return of the Jedi?
An AT-AT.
Five, four.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I certainly can. You have 2 JT rules remaining. What type of ground vehicle was shown pulling up to the Endor landing platform in Return of the Jedi?
Pretty sure it's an AT-AT. Because I know there's the landing platform
Speeder bike?
shot, and there's definitely an AT.
Incorrect. We're looking for an Imperial Walker, an AT-AT. Walking up to the platform.
All
So
right,
Christian,
so here we are.
all of a sudden we find ourselves in a position where now we're going to stay with Laura for her 5-point question. If she gets it right, she's going to force Andrew to answer his 5-point question. If she misses it, then Andrew Dimlanta is going to be going up against Alex Damon at Star Wars Celebration, which we actually just called the Schmoedown Spectacular on December 7th.
That's right. All right, so here we go, Mark.
All right. Laura, you selected number 18 for your 5-point
Yes.
category. That corresponds to The Last Jedi. And your question for 5 points, and to force Andrew to answer his 5-pointer, what was the name of the First Order captain that was General Hux's right hand?
Peavy?
PV.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew's going to have to answer his 5-point question.
That's a
What a
good
battle
pull.
we have. So
By
Laura going to
Kelly.
make
Wow.
Andrew earn it, or Laura Kelly will be going if Andrew misses this. What a match
Yeah,
we
well,
have.
finals.
5-pointer. If Andrew hits it, he goes to play Alex Damon for the title on
Wow.
December 7th. If he misses, Laura
The
Kelly
good news,
will
I'm definitely
face
going to be
Alex
above
Damon,
90% because there's
and
only one
you
question
chose
left, and even if I get that
number
wrong, I'm above
19.
90.
Number 19.
happy about that.
That is the Clone Wars movie.
Of course it is.
Clone Wars movie.
Oh, I think I might
All
know
right,
what this
here
question
you go.
is.
Clone Wars movie.
I remember this.
Zero's assassin
Nope.
droid failed his mission to where?
Zero's assassin droid. Wow, that's pretty tough. So Zero's assassin droid, I think they tries to kill Jabba's son. And it's either on Teth or Tatooine. Because I don't think she... Unless the assassination is on Padme. Which would be on Coruscant. She was on Coruscant. So I'm going to say... Oh man, that's tough. I don't know it. It's one of those three, I think. Zero's assassin droid failed his mission to... Teth. Oh my god. This is a hard question.
5, 4,
So that movie is stinky.
2.
Repeat the question.
Zero's assassin droid failed his mission to where? Use one so far.
2 remaining should he try to use them.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Second one. Zero's assassin droid failed his mission to where? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Last one. Zero's assassin droid failed his mission to where? Coming down to the wire. We're going to find out right now who's playing Alex Damon at the end of this question. Will it be Laura Kelly?
I feel so bad for Dimlanta right now.
Soon in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Don't got it.
And your
That's the answer! Laura Kelly's amazing. Watching these matches again, and her latest Twitch match, she was really good.
wow.
The 12th moon of Yout.
The 12th
Moon of Yout.
What the? What is that?
12th moon of
that is
Youst.
where the droid was going, and that.
Never heard of that. Okay. So, looking at my score sheet, I did pretty darn well in this match. I got 25 out of 27 questions. That's 92.6%. I'm pretty happy with that. Man, that was a hard 5-pointer. I don't even know what the answer was. The 12th moon of Youst. That's tough. I got the range trooper was last match. Oh, this was the C-3PO piloting that thing. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. I'll be right back. So upon further research, Padme is kind of co-piloting there. C-3PO has his hands in the, I don't know, what do you call it, the steering wheel or whatever he's got. But she's the one pressing buttons. So that one's kind of whatever. I'm counting it wrong, but I'm also figuring Din in the modal nodes because I guess it's figuring Dan in the modal nodes. And the Dianoga, I said Dianaga. That's a pronunciation thing, really. But I'm counting those two. I'm not counting this one. So we'll just say 92%, 92.6%. Pretty good. I'm right up there with these guys, is what I have to say there. So that's pretty good. That gives me confidence going into tomorrow's doubleheader. And I'll see you then. It's a wrap.